It's time for Tales with 3 from the Grave.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
When the world collide, emergency setting.
Swarms of nightmare created witnesses to a physical processing of truth.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man as the dominant species of life on Earth would be
Direction of the President of the United States.
Stay in your home. I repeat, stay in your home.
I sometimes feel that I am impersonating the dark subconscious of the whole human race.
Every device of military science, every defensive weapon, radar, planes, rockets, marshaled to destroy 1,000 tons of beastly fury.
There is no word to describe them.
Hello everyone! My name is Angela. I am from a channel called Morbid Designs, where I do art videos on Tuesdays, horror movie reviews on Thursdays, and sometimes those horror movie reviews become art videos. And that is one reason I have been asked to join 3 from the Grave. Despite being an older movie, this story holds up really well, even though it's nearly 30 years old at the time of this recording. The writing held tension perfectly throughout the entire movie. Part of the success of that tension is because of the amazing acting done by Virginia Madsen, Tony Todd, and Vanessa Williams, who play our 3 main characters that the story focuses on. Another factor into keeping the tension of this movie was definitely the musical score. It was so catchy, it stayed in my head for days after I watched the movie. One thing I always get excited for about horror movies is character design. Now, Candyman is overall a simplistic character design. The way they chose to attach the hook to his hand looks extremely brutal and fascinating, and I think it was the best aspect of his character design. Outside of the physical attributions of Candyman, he is a very unique character, particularly for a slasher. When it comes to the motivations of this character, in life, the man who became Candyman was a painter, a true artist. And in death, murder, and killing is his art. He thrives where stories are told and art is made. Another unique thing about Candyman, being a slasher type character, he actually has 1 on-screen kill and very few kills throughout the entire movie. Even the best movies have some flaws, and one of the only flaws that really stood out to me watching this movie was the fact that Candyman was destroyed in this movie. So how that scene played out does bother me, as it negates a lot of the things that have been established about Candyman previously. However, in the grand scheme of things, that's just a minor thing to complain about with how well done this movie was. Thanks for hearing my thoughts on Candyman. Now to movie Massacre from Mythos.
Good morning, children! According to legend...
What legend?
Candyman, you fool! Anyway, if you say Candyman 5 times, he's rumored to appear behind you, covered in bees and wielding a bloody hook for a hand.
Captain Hook.
Listen, you! Fuck off! Anyway, where were we? They say...
Who are they?
I'm gonna fucking kill you in a moment! They say Candyman once was a human named Daniel Robertelli, who worked on a plantation in New Orleans. He was a talented painter and was told to paint a portrait of his boss's daughter. Daniel and the daughter fell in love, and then the racist plantation owner found out. He chased Daniel out of town with an angry mob. Armed with a pack of dogs and pitchforks, they chased him down and seized Daniel, and they cut off his right hand with a rusty saw. Ouch! Then they covered him in honey and threw poor Daniel in a beehive. Fortunately, Daniel was in terrible pain and died from his injuries. But before he died, he vowed to come back and exact his revenge. They say, shut it, you! They say that his soul never rests and that his spirit roams the earth whenever his name is said 5 times while looking into a mirror. That is the Candyman mythos, children! I am Uncle Massacre. Now time for the movie facts, which is hosted by Strange Monkey.
I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. So guys, we already had the movie review and the character mythos, so without wasting any time, last but not least, here are the Candyman movie facts.
Be my victim.
In addition to allowing the filmmakers to cover his face with bees, Tony Todd actually agreed to film a scene in which he had a mouthful of bees, and that too was all real. No CGI, folks. He told TMZ that he wore a dental dam to prevent any bees from sliding into his throat, which doesn't mean that he didn't suffer a sting or two. He actually suffered 23 stings over the course of 3 Candyman films. He told TMZ that he had a great lawyer and $1,000 a pop, so in the end, it seems like it was worth it.
Be my victim.
Though the Chicago-based legend of Candyman is a work of fiction, there was an actual serial killer known as Candyman or the Candyman. Between 1970 and 1973, Dean Corll kidnapped, tortured, and murdered at least 28 boys in the Houston area. Corll earned his sweet nickname from the fact that his family owned a candy factory.
Be my victim.
Though the role of Candyman turned Tony Todd into a horror icon, he wasn't the only actor in consideration for the film's title role. Eddie Murphy was also reportedly a contender for the part. Though it's unclear exactly why he wasn't cast, sources have reported that it had to do with everything from his height to his salary demands. We did, however, see him in a similar role in Wes Craven's Vampire in Brooklyn, but at the end of the day, Candyman is far more superior and terrifying.
Thank you guys so much for watching the latest episode of 3 from the Grave, which features Angela from Morbid Heart Designs, our latest member in 3 from the Grave. Check out her channel, and be sure to check out all 3 channels. All of the individual channels are in the description below. And be sure to check out our Facebook page for any news and updates. And have yourselves a good fright. Be my victim. Ah!